Good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. It is now tea time with Tasha. I certainly hope that you all are doing well this evening. Um, I am. It is hot, though, I will tell you that. I went to the gym today and it was 103 degrees outside. I'm like, oh, geez, let me go back in the house. But I went ahead, completed my workout, and came back home and have been home ever since. So, if this is your first time joining me, my name is Tasha Fritz. I am bringing this evening's tea time. As with most of them, it's all about money. Money matters. I share with you all a product review as well as my tea of choice. So, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Not going to be before you long, as I say this every time we meet, but I'm going to go ahead and get started. So this evening, I just want to talk just a very little bit about um, being a good steward over your finances. It is one thing that, as Christians, we should be a good steward over all that God has blessed us with, being that everything on earth belongs to Him, and it is our job to be a good steward over them. And by doing so, we're glorifying Him. By properly managing our money. So there are a couple of principles that I'm going to share with you this evening, as well as scripture. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in. The first one is that God blesses those that obtain their money in an honest way. And I'll go in deeper with that. Those individuals that plan out your finances, how you're going to make your money and how you're going to spend that money wise. And as debtors, we are to pay back those that we owe, despite what others may tell us. And saving can help us set up for the future. So the very first scripture that I want to bring to your attention is, where's my sheet? Hold on, guys. Okay. Proverbs 13:11. And it says, dishonest money dwindles away, but whoever gathers money little by little, it grows. So basically saying for those individuals that, that quick money, that fast money, it's not going to last long. So there's no need to try to hold on to it. It's going to slip right through your fingers. The second thing is to pay what you owe to others. So the scripture basis for this is James, the 5th chapter, verses 4-5. And it says, the wages that you fail to pay the workers who have mowed your fields are crying out against you. The cries of the harvesters have reached the ears of the Lord Almighty. And you are living on this earth in luxury and in self-indulgence, and you flattened yourself in the days of slaughter. So basically, those individuals that you owe can pretty much slander your name, your good character, because you haven't done your part. When we obtain credit cards, when we obtain car loans, we enter an agreement with these companies. And in signing that dotted line, we're agreeing to pay them back. And despite what some of these credit repair companies are sharing, we are obligated to pay our debts. The next one is a wise man thinks ahead. And so this one comes from Proverbs, the 13th chapter, verse 16. A wise man thinks ahead, a fool doesn't, and even brags about it. So you have those individuals that they plan ahead. They're smart. They're smart with their finances. They're taking the necessary steps to put money aside for those rainy days or those emergencies. But then you have those individuals that don't, and they don't care. They're bragging about it. And how much sense does that make? I know in one of my planner, well, I won't share that. If you want to know what's in it, you got about a planner. But just to kind of give you an idea, if you know, so I'm going to speak for me. If I know that I have to go to the doctor in October, and October is what? August, September, so 3 months away. And I know that my visit is going to be let's say $200, I'm going to take that $200 and divide it over the next 2 months and go ahead and set that money aside so that when I go to the doctor in October, that money is already there. I'm not having to rob Peter to pay Paul to pay for something that I knew was coming up. The next one is the plans of the diligent lead to profit. And this comes from Proverbs, the 21st chapter, verse 5. The plans of the diligent lead to profit, as surely as haste leads to poverty. So that kind of goes back to what I just shared. If you're planning ahead and you're not having to dip into your savings, or you're not robbing Peter to pay Paul, you're not putting yourself in a deficit. So why not go ahead and plan ahead and plan wisely? And then the last one I'm going to share with you this evening comes from Luke 14:28. And it's basically saying to sit down and estimate the cost. So suppose you want to build a tower. Wouldn't you want to sit down first and estimate the cost to see if you have enough money to complete it? So that goes with anything that we do in life. When it comes to buying a car, buying a house, planning for a big event, you want to make sure that you are planning ahead. Sit down and see what it's going to cost for you to be able to take advantage of this, or to purchase the house or to purchase a car. Sit down and estimate the cost and see if it's within your budget. Don't ever, I can't say this enough, sit down every month and plan out your budget for the next month. If you know that you're getting paid $1,500 every week, make sure that you plan it out. Make sure that you're planning ahead and not just haphazardly going and spending money. So, okay, that's all I'm going to share with you as far as money matters. The product that I want to share with you all this evening, and I didn't tell her that I was putting this up, but I am. And I know it's been revised, and I will put the link to this in the description. So be on the lookout for it. But this is Minding the Business That Pays Me. And this is a 2022 business planner, but there's a 2023 business planner, and there's also an undated business planner that's out. And this is by Lane's Legacy. I think I've shared one of her products with you all before. But this one, this is a hardback, 8.5 by 11. And this one's colored. And it goes through and helps you plan out your business for the month. So you've got detailed project plannings, you've got marketing plans, you've got the 2-page spread calendar. Let's see what else is in here I can share with you. Your expenses, your income for the second quarter, your profit and loss, I'm sorry. And there are different quotes. So this one says, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. And that's by Henry Ford. So yes, so this one, I absolutely love what she does. We collaborate on, or we collaborate on quite a few different things. But I want to share this with you all. So if you're looking for a business planner, I don't have one, but Lane's Legacy does. So make sure you go and visit her website. And like I said, I'll make sure that I put that in the description. So that's the product review. The tea this evening comes from Spice and Tings. She is here in the local Henderson, Granville, and Warren County area. Angela is the owner, and she has, these are loose teas, loose leaf teas. And this particular one, I could not find it. She had given it to me for me to sample, and I couldn't find the actual link on her site, but I will share with you. This one I'm doing just at room temperature, and I'm one that I like I'll gravitate to tea, I'll gravitate to coffee, but this one has a very smooth taste. And I did put the link to her website in the description. You can go check out the teas that she has. There are health benefits to them. So make sure that you check her out and support. And I know a lot of people are like, why are you always sharing other people's things? And my thing is, it's my way of supporting. There's some individuals I may purchase things from, and there are other individuals I just need to share their information. There's no harm in me sharing. If I'm not in a position to purchase, I can share. And there may be somebody out there who is looking for some of the items that I'm sharing. So you all please take advantage, take a look at them. If it's something that you see that you like, go ahead and make a purchase. So you all, that is it for Tea Time with Tasha. You all have an amazing rest of your Thursday evening, and I'll see you all on next week. Have a good evening.